Before you even think about installing solar panels, the single most critical factor for success is the physical condition of the roof itself. Homeowners eager for savings often treat the roof as a passive storage space for equipment, assuming any flat surface will suffice for a 25-year installation. That creates a difficult choice. Do you move forward immediately to start capturing those daily energy savings, or do you hit pause to see if the structure can actually handle the upgrade? Marketing brochures focus on sleek black panels and dropping electric bills. They rarely mention the physical reality of driving hundreds of heavy metal fasteners into an aging wooden deck. Installing solar creates a permanent architectural bond, leaving the panels entirely dependent on the structural health of the building below them. The most financially devastating mistake you can make in this process is ignoring how many reliable years your roof actually has left. Imagine signing a contract for a solar system designed to last 25 years, but attaching it to a layer of shingles that will fail in 5. This chart compares strategies. Left, steady savings from proper roof preparation. Right, rushing causes savings to vanish at year 5 due to massive removal bills. Panels are completely detached and energy production halts. Paying twice for labor entirely erodes your initial utility savings. Choosing to install solar on an aging surface trades a temporary feeling of momentum today for a guaranteed, expensive, and completely avoidable disruption tomorrow. This scorecard illustrates a basic truth. A brand new roof isn't automatically solar ready, and an older roof isn't automatically disqualified. We look for dependable service life. It takes into account visible wear like curling shingles, patchwork repairs, and multiple heavy layers of old roofing. A roof might look perfectly acceptable when you glance up from the driveway, but still lacks structural strength to safely anchor mounting hardware for a quarter of a century. Age gives us a useful warning sign, but true readiness requires investigating the hidden physical history of those materials before committing to installation. Setting up a solar array is a massive waterproofing exercise from start to finish. Installers drive metal lag bolts straight through shingles and underlayment, deep into wooden framing. Every point must integrate perfectly with your weather barrier. If attached to brittle shingles, the material shatters under pressure. Flashing can't form a tight seal, giving water a direct path inside. To understand the risk, you have to shift your focus from the exterior shingles and look closely at the hidden reality inside the attic. The space beneath the roof holds the real evidence. Dark stains on the wooden decking, rusted nail tips, and damp insulation are clear signs the weather barrier has failed. Chronic moisture softens the wooden framing. It slowly strips the structure of grip strength, needed to physically hold the new mounting hardware when heavy winds inevitably hit the solar panels during a storm. Burying an active leak under a new energy system sacrifices the core integrity of the house. It turns an upgrade into a chronic repair nightmare. Homeowners often assume that having a massive roof automatically guarantees a highly productive solar array. The reality comes down to the usable solar window. This means finding specific, uninterrupted roof planes that actually point toward optimal sun exposure. Forcing panels onto steep angles, breaking them up around dormers, or sticking them on north-facing slopes just to hit a specific panel count severely damages the return on your investment. Then you have to account for shading, the silent performance killer that almost everyone underestimates. We all know to watch out for giant oak trees, but the real problems usually come from subtle, shifting shadows cast by your own chimney, plumbing stacks, or the roofline of the house next door. This animation shows exactly why that matters. A shadow that hits just 2 panels during the winter or early morning doesn't just lower the output of those specific spots. It drags down the efficiency of the entire connected array. You also have to plan for the future. A young tree down the street will cast a very different shadow over the 25-year lifespan of your equipment. If your roof's geometry forces a compromised layout, the system will technically fit on the house, but it will fail to deliver the financial returns you were promised. Adding racking and glass to your house introduces significant structural weight. In our climate, that weight compounds fast during heavy winter weather. Columbus freeze-thaw cycles and dense snow loads aggressively test the spanning strength and the decking health of an older roof. Roofs that already exhibit sagging structural lines or suffer from chronic ice dams at the eaves require serious reinforcement before any solar equipment is added. Surviving Ohio winters demands prioritizing raw structural load capacity over the rush to get a solar installation finished today. Finding a red flag during an inspection does not mean you automatically have to pay for a massive, full roof replacement. We use a matrix to determine if you need targeted repairs or a total replacement. Repairs work if materials are young and defects are isolated. Replacement is required for recurring moisture, widespread granule loss, or materials near their end of life. Utilizing professional judgment to address the physical structure first is the only way to protect the long-term economics of your solar investment. Choosing the cheapest, fastest path to get panels on your roof is rarely the most economically sound decision when you map the costs out over the next quarter century. Evaluating true roof readiness requires a detailed professional inspection of both the exterior surface and the interior attic space. A quick visual pass from the driveway is never enough. Columbus homes carry histories shaped by years of high wind, driving rain, and patching. You must understand that history entirely before contracts are signed. If you want a practical, honest evaluation of your home's true structural readiness, reach out to Solar Panel Installation Columbus to schedule a dedicated assessment. Solar performance relies on a partnership. Your investment only stays secure if the roof is strong enough to support it for decades.